Hey YouTube, how y'all been? Well, I came out here today to Chehaw just to do a little practicing and work on breaking in my new NITRO engine. Just give y'all a rundown where I've been. At the end of 2019, that October, if you haven't noticed, the last race I recorded was a spectacular race, which was the Halloween race. And after that, I just kind of took a little break. Well, I was still racing. The next two races, I just wanted to focus on racing and not worry about videoing and editing and all that. I just wanted to have fun, get back to racing. So I did that. And then the pandemic, I shouldn't say that. Everything got shut down in March when I was actually planning on starting up my videoing again. Well, so everything gets shut down for months. Couldn't do any racing. So ended up at the end of July, I started a new job. And that was about the time everything was opening back up. So I had left my old job and decided to start this new job. And when I started this new job, they had recently fired one of the employees there, automation techs, and so it was just me and one other automation tech. So we were having to pick up all the shifts, and I was working 70+ hours a week, so I didn't have any time for racing. All right, fast forward to about January of this year, we finally got somebody hired for our third automation tech. And well, I got started getting some weekends off, but I still work every other weekend, so it does cut into my racing and things like that. But it is what it is. I signed up for that. So the short and the long of it is now I've been back to racing. I've been able to do 2 races since I've been able to get back into it. And again, I just kind of wanted to get my feet wet and not worry about filming and doing all that. So this is me basically returning back to filming. And so I was out here today, Chehaw, doing a little bit of practicing and just trying to break in my new NITRO buggy engine, get it a little closer to dialed in, so that this event that's coming up in 2 weeks on April 17th and 18th, I'll be ready for. So that's basically the gist of what's been going on with me. Now let me tell you what's been going on with Chehaw. So as a lot of you could probably expect, because of the current climate of the world with the health stuff and all that, RC participation all across the country is down as far as racing. And I'd really like to see it start picking back up. That's one of the reasons why I'm picking my camera back up, because I've been told many times in the past that even though I'm a small time fish in the YouTube world, that people came across my videos and that's what brought them to this track, or what got them kind of started into the racing side of RC. So I want to start trying to help educate and bring racing back any way I can, because I truly do love to race these little toy cars. But so I think one of the things that hurt Chehaw a little bit there towards the end, because we were starting to drop a little participation before everything hit, is we were getting the track was just getting too complicated, especially for beginners and people just starting to get into it. It was too difficult, and nobody wants to come out and just struggle every time they try. So they ended up kind kind of a mess right now, but they ended up dialing the track down a little bit so that it's not so complicated with big ramp jumps and, you know, long whoop-de-doo sections and things like that. So the gist of it is you come around down the straight, there's a good bank turn. Well, it's only banked if you get out to the far edge, but and then, you know, you go over a little kicker there, then up to a nice banked turn, and then come down. You got a roller, and then right at that corner there's a little hip you got to be careful for, and then that section right there is actually banked away from you a little bit, and then it flattens out. Nice S-turn. I find that jump right there to be the most difficult for me, just because it's the furthest away, and if I'm not standing in the right spot on the driver's stand, it's hard for me to see it. And then you come around, you got a wagon wheel right there. It's probably hard to see on camera, but there's actually 3 humps. You got one straight across and one going this way. You can come across there, and then you got your rhythm section. I at first I couldn't double through there at all, but now I've got it dialed down. I can double it very easily. And then another little hip right here at this corner, then this nice double with a long landing tabletop, and then boop, that's a lap. So basically they made it much easier, and it's a good thing. I think it'll help bring back some of the participation, especially like we had at one time. We had a huge 2-wheel drive, like beginner type class, and it's dwindled down a whole heck of a lot because the 2-wheel drives just couldn't do the obstacles we had before. They just weren't capable of doing it. So that's where we're at now. Coming up April 17th and 18th, and I plan on trying to film as much of this as possible. April 17th and 18th, Chehaw will be hosting the FX of Nitro series. The 17th, that Saturday, is basically a practice day, but they're gonna have everything out here open. Everything. If you want to come to the rock crawling course back there, you can come back to the rock crawling course. They're working on the dirt oval right now, so if oval racing is your thing, they're gonna have it fixed and ready and opened up for oval racing and practice. Of course, the off-road track's gonna be prepped and ready for practice. So if you're into RC, that's gonna be a real good weekend to come. And not to mention the fact that Ryan Lutz, pro driver Ryan Lutz, my hero, is supposed to be here for the race Sunday on the 18th. And if God's willing and I get the nerve, maybe I could get like a little short, like, question interview, whatever you want to call it, with him for just a minute. And I know he's a super nice guy, and he's probably nice enough to do it, but, like, you know, he might be just too busy. But and honestly, Brian Lutz is like my hero, I guess you'd say, in RC racing. It's him and Adam Drake. Those are my 2 favorite drivers. Even though, you know, it probably has a lot to do with my age because I'm a little older, but those are my guys. Like, and so it's very cool to get to meet Ryan Lutz after all these years. If I do get to meet him, which I'm hoping I get to meet him, at least shake his hand, that'd be great. But anyway, so like I said, I was just out here trying to do a little practice, dial in my nitro buggy. Just wanted to give a little refresher to what's been going on and where I've been, and you know, yeah, is what it is. Hope to see y'all the 17th and 18th of April. Be here. We're gonna have RC everything. I mean, if you got drones, there's areas over there you can fly your drone around. If you got helicopters, whatever. Well, I don't know if we got enough room for a helicopter, but well, Jay Lee's flown his out here before. So what I'm trying to say is the 17th and 18th of April, Chehaw is going to be the place to be. RC everything. And I hope to see y'all there. Thanks for watching. I hope y'all enjoy y'all's rest of y'all's week, and I really hope to see y'all on 17th and 18th. Frozy RC out.